Hey guys, Star of Night here, playing some or talking about some Team Fortress 2. A lot of things have happened in the past week or so. The Gunmetal update came out, that's great, contracts are great, more than one contract suite are great, but I'm not going to be talking about the Gunmetal update. I'm going to be talking about what's hopefully soon to be coming, and that's matchmaking, and what I want to see from matchmaking, or TF2 matchmaking. There are a couple things that I would love to see implemented or changed in a way that would hopefully, in my opinion, make matchmaking a better experience for me and hopefully for you guys. So one of the first things I was thinking of, and it's probably the most important, is probably the format for matchmaking. Like, so in many other games, competitive games, esports, there's always like 5v5 or a small team. Like, it's a team, but it's always a small team. Now, Team Fortress 2 has 9 characters, and there's 2 different formats for competitive, at least main formats for competitive, 6v6 and 9v9, which is Highlander. If you don't know what that is, you can figure it out. But I really want to see not 6v6. Like, 6v6 is great, I have nothing against 6v6, but I want to be able to use all of the 9 classes that TF2 has. Like, I would really like for that to be implemented. I know it's going to take a lot longer to find a match, especially since the community isn't as big as some of other esports games, but I think it should be pretty good. I'd really like to see 9v9 Highlander games. Which brings me to my next point, which I would like to see, is to pick the class you want to play, not just the type of format. So as an example, I was looking on Reddit, right, and they had this picture of a proposed intro or title screen for TF2 when you boot up the game. And it showed like the option to choose 3 different classes for matchmaking, and like the first choice you choose would be like 1 time more likely to 3 times more likely to get it. Second choice would be 2 times more likely to get the class that you chose, and your third choice would be 1 times more likely to get it. So basically you'd be able to pick 3 classes, so it would be easier for the matchmaking to find you or set you up with a game, which makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know how it's going to be I don't know how that's going to really make sense, because they would all be equal. It's not like, anyways, I don't know how that would work, but if they could do something like that, I would really like that, because I don't want you to pick one class and then you'd be like, okay, today I want to play sniper, and then everybody else wants to play sniper as well, so it's going to be a huge backlog for the people who want to just play sniper, as an example. So instead, you could pick like, okay, I want to play sniper, I want to play soldier, and I want to play engineer. And once in a while you get soldier instead of sniper, and then once in a while you get engineer instead of a sniper, but most of the time you get a sniper. So I think that's a pretty good idea, instead of just choosing one class or a game mode. And here are some of those are basic ideas. Here are some of my more, please Volvo, please put this in the game, please, we need it, please. So the first thing is, not everyone can play. Now, I've been playing CSGO a lot. It's a great game, I have a lot of fun, and matchmaking is great. It's the only reason why I play the game. But they just implemented something where you have to get a certain level to play matchmaking, and it makes perfect sense. You don't want just somebody to boot up the game and start playing matchmaking, which is supposed to be called competitive. You're supposed to know what you're doing, so that's good. That's a great thing. But I feel like TF2, no offense to CSGO, but TF2 is a lot harder to learn. Just in general, just so much harder to master and so much harder to learn. Like, in the first day of playing CSGO, I was already like top scoring everywhere, but TF2 is, oh man, it's just so much harder, so I would really like to have something like that implemented for TF2. Not only that, just so that you can't create spam accounts, like free spam accounts, and go into matchmaking and stuff like that. So I would really like to have like some system where I have to pay like 20 hours or 30 hours into the game before you can play matchmaking. That would be good. And my fourth suggestion for matchmaking would be substitutes. Now, the worst thing in the world in CSGO is to have all of a sudden one of your players drop out of the game halfway through and you instantly tank because a bot is not good enough. You're not going to win with a bot 4v5. You can't win. It's the same thing in TF2. How can you win if your medic drops out? What are you going to do then? Like, so you need to be able to have like some sort of substitute. I don't know how it's going to work, but you need to have that because people drop. Stuff happens. Real life happens. Sometimes you need to leave. I've done it too. I'm sorry, but there needs to be a system in place where where you are able to switch, or another person is able to come into the game. Now, obviously, there should be a time limit. If you're, as an example, if you're, it's a best of 3 for the rounds, and you're on like the 3rd round, they're winning 2-0, they're gonna win this game, and you call for a substitute in the 2nd minute, like when they're winning with 1 minute left in the game, like you're not gonna call for a substitute, but you know what I'm saying? Like when you still have a chance to win, they should call for a substitute. Anyways, hopefully hopefully some of these things come true for matchmaking. I just can't wait. I've been playing a lot of TF2Center.com. Should be good. I'm generally excited, and all these balance changes from Gunmetal update, which I made a video about. I'm happy, and I can't wait for this matchmaking to come out, guys. So until then, see you later.